Okay, hello my lovelies and welcome to my channel. In tonight's video, I am going to do a video that I have been saying I was going to do for a while now, and I just haven't gotten around to it with all the events and everything. But a friend of mine actually is redoing her dorm. She has all of the overlays, like everything pretty much unlocked, and she just doesn't really know what to do. And I tried to help her tonight. As you can see right here, my poor wall, I was working on some stuff. My floor is completely destroyed. There's nothing here because I was trying to help her. But unfortunately, if you've never really been in the interface before or really understand what all the buttons do, glowing, like resizing the floors and stuff is completely different than the resize furniture that you can do. We've always been able to resize floors. I don't think that like 90, probably 95% of people don't realize that you can resize the patterns and do all of that stuff. So that's what we're going to go over tonight. So hopefully tomorrow, if she starts working on her dorm again and I'm not on, she can just also watch this, and hopefully this helps everyone. So let's get to this. So to start, you have to have the overlays unlocked in order to do this, and not just the color, but the overlays. So once you have all the overlays unlocked, there's a total of 3, then you can do this. So you're going to go to your construction mode, and they will bring you here, and they'll say tap on the wall or the floor. That tapped my stairs, but so the floor. So I'm going to not tap on that. I'm going to tap on the floors. You also can just click on floor, main floor. Okay. So this is considered main floor. The balcony stairs, it took me a long time to figure this out. Excuse me, are these right here? People always ask or assume that my stars, as you see all over the place, were placed individually. They are not. They are an overlay. While I did always intend for the room to look like this, and I had originally planned on buying all of these freaking stars, thankfully, before I did that, I unlocked my overlays and realized I didn't have to spend all that time and diamonds. So all of this is just pure overlays. All right, so here we go. We're going to go to our floors, sorry, not walls, floors, although I am going to fix that wall too. So floors, main floor, I'm tapping on it. Here is color. So if you just want to change the color and you don't want a pattern or anything, here you go. Oh goodness, bubbles every time. Here are all of your colors that you can do. Really awesome. If you want it to glow, glowing is always the same, whether it's furniture, patterns, clothing. You are going to go to the 600 colors and skin tones. You are always going to click on, it's actually already clicked for you, but this one right here that has the like a red outline on it. Then you are going to go to your infinite color palette and you're going to move it around, and this will change it. Now on the basic floors, if it's just the color, I do not believe that these glow. This doesn't look glowing to me. So I'm going to say that it doesn't, although that's kind of cool. We'll turn off the lights and we'll see, but I'm pretty sure that this floor is not really glowing. No, it's not. Because when it glows, it looks like this. So glowing only works on things that glow. So if you try this and it doesn't glow, that means that it won't glow that way. So let's just go back to main floor. We'll just make it white. There we go. All right, so that's my default, or I think default actually this gray color. I'm going to make it white. All right, so I pretty much for the most part ignore colors because I'm going to put patterns and overlays on it. So I don't care about that part. So next you're going to have your first overlay. You're going to go ahead and click on overlay texture. And you can literally choose any texture or pattern that is currently available. These are for everybody. And then obviously when you have the floors and the walls unlocked, you get separate ones for walls and floors. I'm really sad because I would have loved to have done this tutorial for you guys last month during Halloween if I had known about this. Because seriously, these are amazing. These are walls, but you can put walls on floors and floors on walls. This stuff is so cute. Oh my goodness, how adorable is this? I know some of you guys are going to use this kitty. I know it. Strawberries, pumpkins. There's just like a smorgasbord basically of textures that you can use on here. So as you can see, this one is kind of weird because if you see it's like in squares or like long triangles. It's not flat like this, and we'll get how to fix that later if that's a pattern that you like where it doesn't show up right. I also love this pattern. I would love to see someone do a dorm in this pattern. Okay, so for me personally, for my first overlay on my floor, I did not do that one. So my first overlay on my floor is the same as my, no, it's not the same as my walls. I think it was actually a flooring texture, not a walls texture. Or no, was it walls? I gotta come down here. It's this one. So as you can see, when I do these ones, like this one and this one right here, they're in squares, right? This is what I have right here that glows on the bottom, right here. And I like having that on my floor as well. I have this one is actually the one that's kind of on my ceiling too. So I like this. I love this actually. But the problem is again, these squares. I don't like the squares. I want it to be very, very fluid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick, I can't remember which one I have, but I'm going to pick, what do I feel like? I think I am going to go with that one. I might even go with this one. I might just change it up a little bit. I don't know. It is Christmas season. Doing something a little Christmassy might be nice. Yeah, let's go with, let's try this one. And let's change the color up, obviously, and resize it and see how I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and change that overlay texture. I know that this is this. When you do it, if you're not using a pattern, oops. It's not going to show you what it is, unfortunately, but it is there. So this is obviously blue at the moment. Let's change this up a little bit to some different colors. What do I feel like? I kind of like that purple. I think I like this purple better though. I'm going to turn off the lights for a second. So right now, as you can see, it doesn't glow. You only see it when I turn on my lights. But I do like that color. So we'll see. So since it doesn't glow, but I do like that purplish color, I'm going to go ahead and go here. And once again, we're going to go there. Oh, look at that. Look at how it glows now. So pretty. Now, if I click on any of these, it's going to kind of stop glowing again. So you want to make sure that you're here for the absolute glow. These kind of look like they're glowing, but when you turn off the lights, you're going to see this does not actually glow. There is a big difference between that and this. So you want to make sure that you're hitting this button right here. Then again, infinite colors. Okay, I want purple. I love purple. For this dorm, it's kind of the colors I was going for. And when you do infinite colors, it's really hard because the colors aren't necessarily what you think they are. Like if I'm looking for like purple, look, I'm in purples and I'm all the way over here, like in a red, even though it's purples. Because you would think purples would be over here. They are, but they're also over here. You just have to play with it. If you really like a color, you can always take this right here and highlight it and then hit control. If you're on a computer, control C will copy it for you. And then say I change it over here, but I was like, oh no, I really love that other color. You just highlight again, backspace, Control V, and that's going to put me back at the color I was just looking at. That is also really good when you're trying to color furniture and you want everything to be the same color. That trick works as well. I do not know how to do that on a phone, and I apologize. No idea. So that's, I only know how to do that, the copy paste on a computer. So, okay, I don't like this color. As you can see, everything else is kind of a little bit more darky purple, pink. That is like too much for me. Let's go. We're gonna go like maybe here. And I know that's like a lot of blue and a lot of purple, but here's the other thing with highlighted colors is when I turn on my lights, it looks completely different with lights on versus the lights off. Which makes it really hard to sometimes customize colors because of that. So I'm going to turn off half of my lights really quick. I love this. This is kind of the colors that I want to go with for this. So since I can't really seem to get the exact color that I want out of like doing it on my own, guess what we're going to do? That fun little trick I just taught you guys. We are going to do that. So construction mode, I'm going to go ahead and click on this wall because it's the wall that I want. This is my first overlay. It's actually a pattern. I believe that overlay, and I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to see that overlay is pink. So I don't know if it's that one. Let's look and see what the other one is. Again, not having the pictures here makes it a little bit more difficult. I think those are both the same color on my overlays. So I'm going to go ahead and just steal this color that I have right here. Control copy. Close it because I don't want to mess with that color. I'm going to go back and back. I'm going to go to my main floor again just by touching my floor. I'm going to go to this overlay. Highlights that color. Control V. I'm going to stick it in there. And there it is. That is actually the same color as this. No, it's not. I changed that color. I did it the wrong way. I did it backwards. My bad. We don't want to do that. Let's go here. Why does it do that? I don't know. Because now I'm going to have to change it back. So let's go here. I want this wall. This wall right here is the middle wall. As you can see, let's go look what this overlay color is. This one. You know what? I am just going to control copy. Done. Why is it changing it? I'm literally not okay with this. Why are you changing my color on me? Oh, this is making me mad, guys. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be so wrong. Look, it changed everything. Why is my control copy not working? Well, now I'm very concerned for all of us. I know it was over here. What is this? This is my stars. Okay. Thankfully, I kind of have a general idea of what color my stars were. Vaguely. So that was not it. Let's see what happens when I do it. Those are so far from what I had. It's not even funny. Those stars look like those stars. Okay, we're going to try this one more time. I don't know. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to control copy that really quick. Done. They stayed. Okay. We're going to go to this overlay color right here. We are going to control V those. There we go. That time it worked. Now we're back to my pretty colors. Okay, so I don't know what the glitch was there. So we're going to go here. This is my middle wall. We are going to change these to Control V back to my original one. I know that's not the right color. No way. Oh yeah, I guess it was. My bad. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. back to like my pinkish color. It looks more dark over here than over there because I had the light off. So again, you see the color that this is with the lights on. And then it obviously changes when you turn the lights off. I also want to make sure that I have my graphics up all the way. I do. I'm going to turn my volume up. Okay. So I need to change. We're going to change these stars just because. There we go. That's better. All right. So let's go back to the floor here. I'm just going to click on it to this overlay color. It's pink. It should not be pink. It should be like a white, like that. There you go. My overlay color. It is so bright. It's too bright. Let's be honest. This is obnoxious. Honestly, it's just like, look at that. Look at how obnoxious that was. And also we're still at the squares. So I actually don't like this. This is too much for me. As far as a glow color goes, that's too much glow. I only like my glow on the edges plus my stars. So we're going to go ahead and change that. So let's go to this overlay texture. We can keep the color, but now let's do this. Let's play with it. So I think this is the one that I usually use. Yes, these clouds, the puffy clouds. Love my puffy clouds. I do want to take a second just to kind of like touch everything, even though I know I won't use these. I'm going to turn off the lights so we can see if there's anything else that I like, because we are going to be changing up my dorm. This is really cool. I wish we could put some of these patterns, like these patterns, on stuff. This would be amazing, but unfortunately, you can only put it here and on the walls. I really don't like any of these. This is actually pretty cool. That's what my friend is kind of looking at. These are pretty cool. I love this, I guess, a night sky or, and they get really dramatic. So those ones are really cool. This is really cool. You could do this as a border along the edges here. Again, I'll show you guys how to do that later. Same thing with these. You can make them bigger so it looks like you have the little wall panels. This one too is actually a wall panel that you can put on the walls. That's why this is under walls instead of floors. It looks different on the walls than it does on the floors. I really like this one on walls. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so, and this is just too much for me. I couldn't do this one. No, that's too much. All right, so let's go to flooring really quick. This is another one that she was looking at, the marble. Again, it's glowing right now, so it looks weird, but it doesn't normally look like that. That's really pretty too. And again, I love this. Look at how beautiful this is, guys. Tell me you wouldn't want this right here with these colors in your dorm. That's so beautiful. I absolutely love that. And look at how pretty it is. Like with the lights on. I kind of want to play with this. I might leave this and then just add some clouds and some stars. It could be something new and pretty for my dorm. All right, we're going to leave this for a minute and I just kind of want to play with it. Let's see what happens because I actually really love this. It's so just clean and beautiful. It might even be nice on my walls. We'll see. Okay, so let's just keep that for now. This particular pattern, because it's not a wall pattern, doesn't have to be resized. So we're good with that one. We're going to leave it. This is the sizing. We're not going to touch that. I will show you guys how to do it shortly. So next you're going to have your overlay 2. So again, this one, I'm going to go to walls. I really like my clouds. Look at that. There's my clouds. They're beautiful. I love the clouds. Obviously, I don't, again, now these ones are in lines, and I don't like that. So we're going to change this up. And so we're going to close that. I have the pattern. Now I need to choose a color. We have this color here that it is currently, but we could change it. I think I want to do more of a blue purple like that. So we're going to go probably to like there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a notepad out really quick, and I just want to save my these right here so that I have them. So I'm gonna control copy so I have it for later, and if I need to change it back or mess with it, I can. All right, so that's the color that I currently like, and I already copied it, so we're good. So we're done. I like that a lot in the dark. Again, it's so hard because in the dark, this is beautiful, right? So pretty, even without me like changing the sizes. But when we turn it on, it's definitely, oops, brighter, like too bright, right? This is too bright. This is also why in my dorm, whenever you come to my dorm, I usually have at least one light off. Everybody always says your dorm is so bright. I am aware. I'm aware. My dorm is also very, very pretty if you change to like the cool blue winter. It makes it like this celestial perfectness of winter, even with the lights off. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. So yes, I love that. That is such a pretty color. My dorm is not good this way. We don't do this. No. But I try to make it to where it just looks good on default. All right, so I'm going to keep that for a minute. Again, I might not end up keeping it, but I do really, really love this. So we're going to keep going, and then we'll start tweaking. So back to our construction mode. We're going to tap on the floor. So we've done 1. We've done overlay 2. Let's go to overlay 3. For overlay 3, let's see, my choices. I do love my stars. So I have, excuse me, mini stars and big stars. The big stars are way too much for this pattern. I'm not even too sure that the mini stars look good with all the hearts. I think this might just be too cluttery. I'm going to be honest. But I'm going to put it there for a second and make them glow and just kind of take it in for a minute. And see how I feel about this. Maybe we went like a dark purple. Turn off the lights. I love that pattern, but it's like I need to choose between this pattern and my stars. I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna remove the stars. Okay. And we're gonna work with some colors here. You don't even have to use the third overlay. I might not wind up using this one just because I've already got oh, that is definitely not good. Oh, it's even worse. Look at how much worse it's getting. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use it, honestly, because I love that other pattern. This one right here is just so pretty. I'm gonna use that as my third pattern really quick and just see what happens if I change the color on it. If it's gonna pop with the other one. I'm really liking this dark purple though. Oh, that one's really pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Over here. Not over here, it's too light, but why always? Like, okay, seriously, if I could make like one insane request of Barbie as a builder, it would be, please stop making bubbles pop. I understand the whole AFK thing, and I'm sure that the reason why she doesn't take that out is because then people will just abuse the system and stay in building mode, so they never AFK. But like as a builder, this is very irritating, especially like when you're like fine tuning and to have bubbles in your face, it hurts. It hurts my soul. Why is this so pink right here? I must have something going on outside that is making this an insanely crazy pink color. Also, why is that on? Because that is so bright. There we go. All right. I like this, except for I only like it when it's dark outside. I only like it with the lights off. And nobody wants to be in a dorm with your lights off all the time. That's kind of like depressing. We might have to tweak these colors again a little bit. But before I do that, and I probably won't do that on this stream because then it'll just be forever. And this is supposed to be a tutorial. Let's go ahead and I will show you guys really quickly how to adjust the boxes. So if you have a pattern you like my clouds here, which I super, super love, but as you notice, again, they're like in rows and you want something clean like this, you know, you don't want stuff that's like all over the place. So in order to do that, we're going to come down to this overlay. I'm going to go ahead and remove this one. And just put it there. That's fine. Okay, I guess I'll just leave it there. So I'm going to go to overlay 2 because that's the overlay that has this cloud pattern. And we're going to move it. So in order to move the cloud pattern, we're going to mess with these. So, and always, as you can see, and I love Barbie for this, panic reset button. Yes, if you completely mess up, it's okay. Much like getting stuff back from the void, you can reset. It's not a problem. And you're going to sit in here because I cannot give you exact dimensions because every pattern is different. While the room sizes are currently the same, the dimensions on different patterns are not. So this is going to be studs per tile. Unfortunately, because we don't get to see the grid that you would see if you were in Roblox Studio, like in the creator, you would see studs, and that's a lot of times how you build things is based off of how many studs is the size. But we don't have that. So this is kind of misleading and most people don't understand how this works. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really understand the stud system, even though I do, in fact, use the creator. I do create things. Obviously not things that we use in Royal High, but I do create different meshes and different things myself. So I do use their stud system. I'm not super fond of Roblox's stud system. I like using like my blender and everything else, but I understand like the very, very basics of the stud system. That's it. So slightly more than you guys, not more than most like people that like really, really build a lot in Bloxburg, but that's okay. Roblox. So basically the way that I do it as someone who mostly just like line of sight stuff, almost with everything that I do, especially with our building system here in Royal High, we don't have a snap tool. So a lot of times when you build like in other programs or in other games, Royal High is really the only game other than my studio, which does have the Roblox Studio, which does have a snapping tool. I've only ever built in other games or Blender or other things that are specifically meant for building. So their building UI is amazing. We don't have that here. So we're missing just like so many crucial like quality of life for building things such as snapping together. Or we do have the resize tool now, but we don't have anyway, when you touch something, right, like this right here, I don't have axes. I don't have any way of knowing really how many studs we're going to call them studs because that's the Bloxburg way, right? I don't know how far over something is going. So I don't have any way to absolutely line something up center. We have no way of doing this as far as I know. If I am wrong, please somebody call me out on this because I would love to know that there's a way to actually center things. Thankfully, I have just super sensitive spatial awareness, and I'm usually pretty good at knowing how to mostly center my items. Not 100%. This is why I spent 8 hours moving this, because it was driving me crazy. It wasn't perfect. but they get pretty close. So I really wish we would have that, but we don't. So in the meantime, we just have to line of sight things, and now we're back to these studs. I'm sorry, I just like went off on a tangent. I love you guys. Thanks for putting up with me. So back to let's redo these, right? So the reset to default is your panic button, right? So let me go here on my main floor. I am going to go ahead and reset to default. These should already be at default because I reset them earlier when I was helping my friend, which I really wish I would have looked at what I had my clouds at before. That's bad on me because now I'm going to have to guess, just like you guys are going to have to, all over again. So I do know, I want to say that I was at like 30 by maybe 50. I don't remember. I might have had it the other way. So we're going here. We did 30 by 50. And it went like a million over. So we're going to do this. It really, really, really is not friends with me. So 30 by 50 definitely was not it. So let's try 50 by 30. And we're just going to keep doing this until my I am doing the wrong ones. Oh my goodness, reset to default. See, this is why we have this button. What am I doing? I needed to go back to my clouds. Where are my clouds? These ones. This is my clouds. Okay, so let's try this again. It's the clouds I'm trying to redo. So 30, right? 30. So as you see, 30 is going to be length, right? So width, we'll call it width, right? No, this would be length, right? And this is width, right? So if I'm facing this way out towards my balcony, and when I touch stuff, it just wants to do everything. Okay, so main floor. So if I'm facing, well, it really just doesn't matter. Either way, if you're in the center of the room, the U is going to be your length, right? How long something is. And then your width, which will be this way, is going to be the V. So I'm going to reset this to default on those two. Everything, panic reset. Oh, I reset my entire floor. Okay, I'm wrong. Your panic. Wait. Oh, I reset these. That's why. I was like, wait, that's not right. Let me just throw this back up here. Main floor. Yes, my main floor. I want my main floor, and I want this texture, and we're just going to go with like this color for right now. And walls. Here. Oh no, maybe it was on floors. Oh, it was. Okay. We're not going to see that right now because of this one right here. There you go. Get rid of that. Okay. So now we're back to where I was before, except for we need to change this color so that it glows really quick. I don't even remember what color I was glowing it, but we're just going to glow it that way because that's the one I had saved. Okay, so overlay, not that one. So it's going to be overlay 2 is our clouds. And what did I say? So our length is, I did 30. That's pretty long. So then we're going to try, I know that a 50 width is not going to be enough. And 75 is too much because if you see here, I have no cloud glow whatsoever. So I know that that is too much. So we're going to come back to my overlay 2 right here. I really don't think 50 is enough. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe 50 is what I had. Look, there's my glow. It's back. My clouds are at 50. I'm going to change this down to 25 and see if I like it. I feel like they're a little not cloudy enough. I might even do like 20. Oops. Dream platform. I kind of like the 20. The 20 is pretty good. So default is 10. I'm going to try that. I don't think I like the default. No, because look, now it's like, see that where it's, I mean, some people might like that. It's actually really cool. Because it's stretching and pulling, obviously, our width instead of the length. But I wanted clouds, and that's not very cloudy. But this is a great example, actually. Remember when I was telling you guys that you can also kind of reshape your patterns. So this is a fantastic example. Instead of it looking like clouds like this, look at this. I've made like, it's almost like an aurora borealis. You could even have it like go across your whole floor. There's so much that we can do that I really wish other builders would talk about, and really explain to people that even though a lot of us have a lot of the same builds, because really we only have so much furniture and so many pieces to work with, and it's really hard not to have some overlap. I know that everybody wants just to have this super original, I was the first one to create this and this was my idea, you know, and everybody to and all, we all want that. I mean, we all do. Like even me, and I love to share everything with you guys, but I would love to be like, no, that's mine, that's original. Yes, you can have it, but you know, me. Yeah, you know, everybody has their selfish moments. My dishwasher is a great example. I never saw anybody do anything close to it. I haven't seen, the only dishwashers I have seen are mine, and I know that it's mine. And that's fine. You know, that's fine. And I love that people use it. And at the end of the day, I don't even care if someone was like, oh, because actually this has happened. I had somebody copy my dorm 100%, like to every detail. Maybe at like the end of September, one of my friends walked in and saw it, and they thought they were in my dorm, and they were actually in somebody else's, and they're like, oh my goodness, this looks just like Kibby's dorm, you know, Kibble. And they're like, who's that? This is my creation. And I'm like, just staring, like, okay. You go on with your bad self. If you really are that insecure about like your own imagination, and you really just don't feel like you have any of your own designs, that's fine. You go ahead. Because I know, you know, I know that the stuff is mine. I know that I created it. My friends know. And at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter. Like, that's cool. Like, it's a huge compliment. Oh my God, you loved my stuff so much. You copied all of it. How cool is that? Like, fine. So back to my, oh my gosh, I keep going on these tangents. It's 4 a.m. I know that we all want stuff that's just super original, and it's just so hard to do right now because there are limited assets. There's only so much that we can work with. I mean, this right here, a great example. Almost everybody who has a kitchen sink, not like, there are a couple of different variations, but the most popular version of a kitchen sink is this right here. Maybe not with the bubbles. I haven't seen a lot of people with the bubbles in it, but this is it. And the reason being is because this is the best thing that we have right at this moment that looks the best for a kitchen sink. It's, you know, and it's so simple. It's not that intricate. Even if somebody, the first person that created this, could have kept it in their dorm up until yesterday and never showed it to anyone, and I guarantee at least 100 people would have thought of this already. It's that simple. It is the best thing that there is. Other people, other creative people are going to figure it out. Like, and I understand everybody's original and everybody has their own creativity and their own ideas. And that's why you don't see dorms that are 100% the same. But again, so many assets, there's going to be overlap just because even with all of our creativity, we only have so many things to use. And that's just going to happen. Another example, Susie builds. Oh my goodness, I saw her newest build that she's making for her friend. And it, like, I'm not gonna lie, my soul hurt a little bit. So I love Susie. She is amazing. She is she is the best builder on Royal High at this moment. In my opinion. Is like, are there other people that don't have her talent per se or like her imagination? No, I'm sure there are, but one, she has the funds, right? To have all the things. You've seen her builds. Her latest build was 7 mil that she's working on right now. I was actually in there today talking to her just for a minute about something non-build related, but the point being is she's still building, and that she's already spent 7 mil on her friend's build that she was doing, the Christmas build. It is beautiful. But let's be honest, how many of us, and there are people, but not all of us just instantly have 7 mil to put into one build instantly. It takes time or whatever, or, we have to go find if some of the assets aren't necessarily building assets, they're clothes or different things, and you don't have that, well, then you've got to go to the trading hub and you've got to find somebody who has it. A great example of that are my fireplaces. I use vampire crowns. I've been using vampire crowns since dorms came out. I am not going to say that I am the first person to come up with this idea, because I don't know if I am, and I have never felt the need to say this is mine, because I'm going to be honest, even if I was the first person, it looks so good. Like, everybody else was going to figure it out. So I don't know, but I do know that I love fireplaces. Every single build I have ever done in any game, at least one room had a fireplace. I am so obsessed with fireplaces that my rabbits, they have their own rooms in their own areas. They have mini fireplaces that I have custom built, or, with little electric fireplaces or this or that. At one point, I even had one that was made out of cardboard that I made for them with little fake flames. I'm that obsessed with fireplaces, guys. So the very first thing I wanted in my dorm, before anything, like the second I got that key and I came in, I was like, I need fireplace. How am I going to do this? And I Googled builds that people were doing, and kind of looking around, seeing what kind of fireplaces that everybody was doing. I saw Bays. I think Bays was one of the first tutorials I ever saw. And I'm going to be honest, and I also saw this in so many dorms that I passed by, is everybody was using and I do have it, so it's not like it's a bad idea, right? So everybody was using the Darling Valentine. I didn't have the Darling Valentine. When dorms came out, I had not even been playing for a month, I don't think. So I obviously did not have a Darling Valentine. And nobody was using anything that had flames. Well, I didn't have a vampire crown either. So my very first fireplace, which lasted about 2 days before I figured out vampire crowns, actually had candles in it so that I would have some flames. It took me 2 days to realize that the vampire crown, I saw someone wearing one and with a little glowy flame, and I was like, hey, can you color that? And they were like, yes. And so immediately I ran to the training hub, because I was already level 75 at that point. And I'm like, okay, vampire crowns. I will give my soul for vampire crowns. And I was just buying them up left and right. I needed fire so badly. Because I just didn't let it, as cool as the embers are, I needed real fire in my fireplace. So, there you go. Fireplaces, real fire. So I've been obsessed with them. And then seeing, Susie's build, this $7 million build. And I've been saying for 2 weeks now, I think, that I have all of these amazing winter ideas, and I wanted to do a sleigh with a reindeer. I have been buying up so many reindeer. I already had a lot of reindeer because I love reindeer. And reindeer have always been a part of my dorm. They were even a part of my Halloween dorm. But I bought more, and I was like, I'm going to make a sleigh. and it's going to have reindeer and a Santa Claus, and it's going to be flying over, or across my winter house. So when I saw her build the other day, I was crushed because she had done it. And again, this is not like some original idea. People were gonna think of it, and of course she was gonna think of it, and it looks so good. And I'm just like, so I even told her, I was like, I was gonna do that. It's so awesome. And the reason why I haven't done it yet, and the only reason why I hadn't done it yet, was because, as far as I can tell, we don't have placeable Santa hats. So I was waiting to see if we were going to get a Santa hat that could be placeable, or if they make the Santa hat placeable, so that I could put it. I'm making a Santa Claus to go in the sleigh, and I wanted to put the Santa hat on him. So I didn't make it. So it will be there. Eventually I will make it, but I'm also going to be honest. Her sleigh is probably better than what I was going to come up with. So that's the other thing too. You could have all the original idea you want in the world, but everybody's going to make tweaks. They're going to do their own renditions eventually, and it's going to get better and better. And eventually you're going to run across somebody who makes something better than you did. Even though it was your idea, like the base of it, it is now like 50 times better than what you did. And that's just... that's just life as an artist, as anybody that's creative, whether it's music, whether it's drawing, acting. I mean, that's just how it is. Sports, you name it, there's always going to be somebody who is going to wind up doing something better than you. And the idea is to be happy for them. Everybody gets jealous. It happens. Like I said, I'm not jealous of Susie by any stretch. At least not for the, sleigh or whatever. I am super happy. Honestly, I was just a little crushed because I didn't get to make mine first. But even then, it wouldn't have been an original idea. So, and even if I had made it first, hers is better. It was always going to be better. And that's cool. Actually, now I can make one and I can kind of look at hers and make mine similar. So it'll be better than what was originally in my head anyway. Is kind of where I was going with that. And I'm sorry. Again, I talk too much. So the whole point of my tangent was this floor right here. And that is the one really, really cool thing about the patterns and our ability to custom size and shape them, is that you're always going to have overlap, because again, we only have so many patterns. Although seriously, guys, like, we have so many patterns. You probably won't run across a lot of, if you make your own unique pattern like this, unless you specifically tell someone how you did this, like colors and the exact, dimensions and everything. Like if you just tell them, oh, it was this pattern. Well, if you just say it's this pattern right here, which is the clouds, and they throw it down, they're going to be like, this doesn't look anything like that. Exactly. Because yours has custom dimensions. So unless you gave those to somebody, and unless they just tinker around forever and just happen to do everything the same as you did, which is possible, you can actually have some very, very custom things in your dorm. And that's where I was going with this, is I love this. This does not work for me personally. Again, I want my clouds. I know they're not special, but I happen to I want my poofiness. So I will continue to mess around until these are the poofy that I want them to be. It's just this, I've gone on so many tangents, guys, and most of my videos are I don't know, I try to keep them between 7 and 10 minutes long, and at this point I am at 48 minutes plus. So this was an hour-long video. I will literally be shocked if anyone decides to sit and watch all, let's be honest, this is going to be an hour by the time I'm done, all 60 minutes. No, you're going to skim through this like I do and every other person does when we want a tutorial and not to listen to someone talk. So I don't take an offense at all. You guys skip around. You get the information that you need. If you want to sit and listen to me rant, that's cool too. But don't feel like you have to just sit here, or that I'm going to be offended if I look at my analytics and see that people just didn't watch the whole thing. No, it's cool. We're good. I don't expect anybody to have a 60-minute attention span. I sure don't. So that being said, When you do your walls, it's going to be the exact same as you did for your floor. With the walls, you don't have to tinker around with the patterns as much, but you can. But that's how this works, guys. So those are your overlays. You can have up to 3. You can make them glow. You can put them any colors that you want, and you can stretch them out and morph them and do that. So you can do that here. You can do that on your walls, your ceilings, all of this right here too. And lastly, because a lot of people don't realize this, and it actually hurts my soul a little bit, is that the current fad, and I do understand it though, the current fad is to block off your guys' windows. And I get it. I do. Except for, no. Oh, look, my bubbles again. I love things that move. And I love atmosphere. I love, the more 3D, the more complex to me, the more realistic. So while I have seen some absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous builds, my friend Scarlett actually has one, and her windows are covered with this beautiful like rainbow thing. Do not make me wrong. It is perfect for her build, and I love it. And since if I was doing the same thing, I would probably do that as well, because I can't put a rainbow out here right now. But I personally love having my balcony, even though we can't go out here. I love that you can decorate it in it. I believe it was Quiz, which is a friend of mine, and more so a friend of Scarlett's. I just know Quiz. I don't want to call them a friend, but we know each other. They're on my list. Quiz is an amazing builder. Oh my goodness. She is so fantastic. And she did some builds where she built outside, and it was beautiful. Just like the most gorgeous outside I have seen. So yeah, but also back on track here. Come on, Kibby, you can do this. Your floors out here. As you see, my floor on my balcony is glowing. And, you can't see it right here right now because I have a bunch of stuff in the way that will be moving. But this is overlays. And then it is overlays with color. So this particular pattern is found under fall. And it's actually orange leaves. So in case you were still going with the fall colors, those bronze and oranges and reds, that's the original color of this. I just threw the color overlay on it to change it, and then I made my color overlay the pink and the blue just to match my fantasy. I actually am going to be changing this because of Christmas. But I would love to see more people do more on their balconies. I'm really hoping that we get to that point. I would love for us to be able to go on our balconies. I don't know if that's ever going to really be a thing, but yeah. So, and supposedly you can color this brick wall right here. And let me tell you, I've colored it over 100 times, as well as the balcony banisters. And last time I checked, it doesn't stay. It's just like when you build outside and you're not inside inside, it doesn't save. As soon as you log out and log back in, it's gone. So if anybody knows how to fix said thing, I would love to know, because I would love to color more stuff out there. And I currently can't. So there we go. There is your guys' tutorial. I hope that that was helpful. Especially a shout out to my friend Sally, who I made this video. Well, I made it for all of you guys because I have been promising, but I specifically did make it for her at 4:30 in the morning. It is now, just so that she could wake up and have it, so that she could start her build. So here we go. There it is. I'm pretty sure I'm like at exactly 53 minutes and 54 minutes. Okay, guys, 54 minutes. I really want this to be under an hour. So I am going to shut up and go. And I want to say that I'm going to go get some sleep, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to mess with this some more because, well, first of all, it's too bright. Second of all, this is hurting my soul. And third of all, I have been on Royal High for over 12 hours today and have literally built like nothing. So, I want to build. So I might do that a little bit before I finally pass out. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, if I wasn't clear enough about certain things or whatever, I am happy to answer any of your questions. Just leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. I always check my comments first thing when I log in every single day. And then also I have it set to notifications. So even when I'm on and doing something else and not really paying attention to YouTube, it does give me like a notice to let me know that somebody has made a comment. And I try to get to those as quickly as possible for you guys. So there you go. Please, please, please like, subscribe. Come join me sometime when I'm doing a live. I'm pretty much doing them almost every day between now and Christmas, just for fun, and let your friends know about me. I'm always happy to make new builder friends and to help people. You know, that's really what this is about, guys. So have a good morning / evening. I'm gonna go make some more coffee. Here we go. Right here, guys. Gonna make some more coffee. And right here. I'm going to get to building. Maybe level a little bit. So I will see you guys later. I want you guys to have a great night / morning. Bye-bye.